Kiki, what are you doing?
Hello everyone, I'm Gleekles, and this is my youngest brother, Nathan. He is helping me out today making my video that you requested for all of my art supplies, all of my collection, my Ariel hodgepodge collection. I didn't take out all of my frames because that would have been an all-day ordeal.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much all in my closet. It's like frames. You open it up and there's frames. But I did get a lot of frames. Yeah. A lot of frames. I feel the need to put a disclaimer in because Nathan was like, you don't even use a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff I got when I was in college, and kind of like as you go through the process of figuring out what you want to use with art, you obviously have to go through supplies and be like, okay, I like this, okay, I didn't like it, just like any other class in college. But with that being said, let's go through stuff. So in here I have this is a cute little Polaroid 10 box that my aunt gave me. Nancy gave me this. And then inside is a bunch of my acrylics. It has anything from Liquitex to crappy Reeves watercolors or Artist Loft from Michaels. Obviously Liquitex is the better brand, but I would get like the Reeves or the Artist Loft stuff when it was on sale and use it just to use it, because acrylic it's acrylic. I had to use acrylic a lot in community college and to start out, and I don't really care for it, mostly because it dries really fast. So like you'd spend forever mixing your colors, and then you get to go back to it and this stuff is already dry on your palette. So yeah, not a lot of fun. Gotcha. I have some pastel pencils that someone gave me for my birthday a long time ago. So it's kind of working with pastel, like working with pastels, really messy as some of you will know, but they're in a pencil form. So they're nice, it's messy. Then I have like the standard Stabler pencils and all the different variations of graphite, you know, F, 2B, 5B, all that good stuff for like serious detailing work. Obviously I got this in college with like my little starter kit that I started out with. Like you have to get a college starter kit. I have some Artist Loft Bobo brand like microns. Like this is Michael's Artist Loft microns. I think they must have been on sale, or like I couldn't find my microns. I'm like that. Like I'd be like, I can't find my art supplies, so I'll just buy these. They work pretty much like the same as the microns and the Stadler fine liners, but they're a little translucent. They're not quite opaque. They're okay. Like if I need to use them, they're pretty good. Of course I have some scissors, and then somebody got me this, I forget who, for big mistakes. But it's just a big fat eraser. This is my traveling case for like the watercolor traveling case that I said that I didn't like, probably because it's so messy that I should clean. But it has this little thing so you can actually paint professionally, but I don't do that. I kind of just whatever. Yep. And then I have in here a bunch of Prismacolor markers. I never really got into markers. I did well with them in layout class in school, but when we had to do like gradients, like all the darks and lights, and I did a couple projects with them in school, but I like never really got into it. I keep every once in a while, I go back and I try to use them, but I don't think like, I don't know, I don't think I have the mindset for it. I don't know. It was like too hard for me, so I was like, whatever, I don't want to do it. As you know, I have my Prismacolor colored pencils, the Cold Erase ones, and then in here I have Artist Loft, Prismacolor, Rose Art, like just any colors, just any accumulation of like hodgepodge colored pencils that I've gotten over the years. Just colored pencil collection. I'm just gonna slowly but surely bury you, okay?
Okay, that's cool.
Alright. And then, you know, my travel case of brushes, my pen bag with all my watercolors in it. And then in here I have all of my microns and whatnot. I do have microns, varied colors of them. and I do like them, but they aren't as bright as the fine liners. And then I bought these from Barnes & Noble the other day because I want to, there's like just standard moleskin papers, not papers, journals. But the paper is not.
But it's a journal.
It's a journal paper, yeah. So like it's not a sketchbook, but I'm gonna do like custom art on it and try and sell them in my shop. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet though. Gotta figure that out.
Like a booklet.
What do you mean a booklet?
Do art for each page and then sell. There's 3. Sell each one. Do like different theme for each booklet.
A different theme?
And then like sell them like as a free.
Oh, you mean like in case somebody wanted to buy all 3?
Yeah.
Holy crap. But do a different theme for each one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. I probably should. And then I actually found these. These are adhesive magnets. These are adhesive magnets, business card size. So I can like make my own art and then stick it on a magnet. I got really, there's like 10 of them. I got really excited when I found these. I think Dad just gave them to me, and I have no idea what people would want on their magnets, so that's why I haven't done anything with them yet, but cool idea. Okay, in here I have a giant craft thing. I have pour on varnish. Oh, there's my Swiss Army knife. I was looking for that. I normally keep it in my car, you know, just in case. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about.
She needs to open some wine.
Just in case I need to pop a cap.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of clay in here. I also have random, apparently paint and like just tools for clay, that sort of thing. Glue, Swiss Army knives that I've been looking for. Don't put it back in. Mod Podge is, that's glue. This is like craft glue. Just those little things, pliers, craft stuff. Don't put the Swiss Army knife back in there because I want it.
I will put this out for you.
Thank you, kindly. You can put this back down over there if you want. This is really cool. This is palette paper, and it's in the shape, obviously, of like a palette. So like this is what I was using when I was taking oil paints in school. And you know, it's paper, so reusable palette. You could actually, like, if you're using, I don't know if it works for acrylic, but for oil paints, if you have a palette going, you can just stick it right in the fridge and reuse it. This was really helpful because it's hard while you're oil painting to hold this for like hours on end, and after a while your wrist is like, ugh. So having this here really helps. Hanson makes a lot of good stuff. I like them. This is Strathmore watercolor paper, pretty standard. I think this is really old. I think I had this when I was like, whoops, this is client work. So don't look. But this is pretty standard, like, I don't want to say Bobo watercolor, but like you can find this at like the drugstore and stuff. But that doesn't matter because it's the same. For the most part, it's cold press, 140 pounds. They have an interesting texture. They're very texturized, Strathmore. So if you're into that kind of thing, they're good for that. This is all of my oil painting stuff from like college. All of my brushes.
Is this a class every day?
Yeah, I had to bring it to class every day. And then all of my oil paints, extremely messy.
It smells really bad.
Well, it's oil.
Yeah.
And you're smelling the linseed oil and stuff too. Okay, so put this on top of the craft thing because we don't want to get oil paint on top of the carpet because that won't come off. Then I have these Artist Loft canvases that my aunt got me, I think, because she saw it on sale. So it's like really hard when you see supplies go on sale not to be like, but it's only this much. So that's probably why I have a lot of art supplies.
And frames.
We're gonna get to the frames, okay? We don't talk about the frames. Okay, now that that's clear. All right, I guess we can move towards the frames. So I have a bunch of adhesive because that's not adhesive, that's a matte finish. But I have a bunch of adhesive because in school we were putting our projects on top of like black mat board for presentation purposes. And this is also really good to have just around for crafting purposes, like glue. It's like basically spray glue. And I have a bunch of them because I would go to school and then forget, like you would go to print out your project at school and then I'd forget, I'd be like, crap, I forgot my adhesive. So then that's how the art school store gets you. They go and they're like, hey, forgot your adhesive? So I had like tons of these. Hi, Phoebe. Phoebe wants to be a part of the video too. You're not art supplies. You're not art supplies. Will you pick her up, please? Come over here. Yeah, you take her. Easy, gentle. That's Phoebe, my best supply yet. These are finishes for like paintings, drawings, clay, whatever you're doing. This is clear finish and this is a matte finish. Just a light spray so nothing, it's the last thing you stick on there so nothing hurts it. Obviously I have these for any sort of paintings or projects that I want, and I want it to be nice. I use this a lot on my clay stuff, or like when I did custom paintings on people's shoes, I would put a finish on this too. Rust-Oleum makes really good stuff. You could get this at Home Depot or Lowe's. You could probably get it at Michael's, but Home Depot and Lowe's is probably going to be cheaper. Krylon is also really good. Those are two really good brands that do a good job. Clearly, because I have like 8 of those. I guess moving on to the frames. I have several. There's actually a piece in here, so I did something with this, but now it's old. This is really old, so I'll probably take it out and do something new. These I would find at like IKEA. Not IKEA. These aren't from IKEA. What's Michael? No, not Michael's. It's Marshall's. Marshalls, Ross, not JC Penney. What's the what TJ Maxx? Yeah. TJ Maxx, they always have like really awesome cool frames. They'll have like a frame section and then they'll have like these kind of frames and it's like for the cheap. So I see it and I'm like, yeah, gotta buy it. These, as you know, are all from Michael's. These little frames, they'll come in. These came in like the little shelves on your way to checkout. That's where they get you. They're like, hi, we're little frames and we're on your way out. You know, we're really cute. You want to get us? These are actually chalkboards. These are in the chalkboard section. Still on sale, really good price. So I had to get them because clearly I need them, right? And then this is from IKEA. I actually got this for my birthday. There's nothing in here because it's such a big frame, and I'm like, obviously something nice and important has to go in here, right? Can't just put any random blah, right? That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. I don't know what to do. I don't know.
Make a portrait of your favorite person.
Make a portrait of my favorite person and put it in here. I'm not making a portrait of you. I'm putting it in here. I love you, but no. No. This is from art school. This is like when you were doing drawing classes and we had the model and everybody would sit around the model on like the drawing horses and just draw for, thank you for the kisses. She's so nice. And just sit and draw and do whatever. This is really helpful if you don't have a desk or if you're a weirdo like me and you like drawing on the floor or just want to draw wherever you need to go in the hallways, what have you, and paint, and you just take it anywhere. These are more frames from IKEA that were cheap and I was like, ooh, they're nice. Like, this is not so bad. It's already matte and everything, matted on the side. I gotta make stuff for these. This is actually more from Michael's. These were like in the cheapy bins. Like, they said like Capricorn. They were like your astrology signs. And they were like, it's canvas. It's canvas. It's all the same.
Just paint white over it.
Right. So then I just primed them. And I could do frame or paint them. And then there's already a hook right here. I don't have to do anything. Hey, no growling. No growling. She's getting on me because I haven't painted them yet. But yeah, if you go to Michael's and you're there the right day and you go into their clearance rack, you can find good stuff like this. I mean, This is the same canvas that this is. It's just got something printed on it already. So just put primer on it and you're good to go.
She is Hoarding Art Supplies.
She is part of the art supply. She's got to be in on the action. These are a bunch of mini canvases that I bought while they were on sale, of course, and haven't done anything with them. Well, I figured that I would like put them together and then like do a bunch of mini pieces that could like separate. But I haven't figured it out.
You should. You know those images that are like separate, but then when you put them together, it's like one big image.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Not with like every single one, but like with four.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: then I would have to paint in acrylic or oil paint.
Oh, you're watercolor.
And yeah, I'm watercolor.
Yeah,
My name
you're
is
watercolor.
My name is watercolor.
I understand.
I could, but this is obviously just a little canvas panel from Utrecht. I think it came for free with like something. This is cardstock that I'm going to use to ship out with my prints and like use it as a hard backing. This is like picture paper. This is Post-it picture paper. So it's like sticky. I gotta try this out. Like my dad had this in his office and he wasn't using it, and I gotta see if, don't laugh at me. And then I gotta
don't even know.
I gotta see if like surprise I can make stickers out of this, or if it's just gonna be Bobo Post-it stuff. Even still, that's cool, right, Phoebe? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Well, it's picture paper too.
That's what I'm saying.
Gloss, yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying is like
print your prints on it and then like stick it.
Like sticker prints. This is my drawing tablet. This is my Wacom Intuos. I think this is a 3. I've had this since I was 16 years old. I got this for my 16th birthday. I don't use it. Yeah, I do. I use it. I just don't do a whole lot of digital art. I need to practice more. I'm traditionalist. Gotta do the traditionalness. This is my first set of Prismacolor color pencils. My stepmother got this for me when when did she get it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forget when she got it for me, but this is like really expensive, and I think she found it on like eBay for like a steal. There's like 72 pencils in here, and I use these for like ever. They're really good. They're really waxy. Like unless you really know what you're doing, like I could probably teach myself better now that I'm not a kid, but they're like, it's all about layering and being gentle, and I don't know. I like their Coal Race stuff better for whatever reason. Here's another frame. There's actually 2 of these that I pawned off my dad. My brother's pictures were in here, and it's like really cool. So it's like a frame, but wait, there's more. And you can open it up, and it's kind of like 3D.
What are those called?
What are they called?
You get some for Deadhead. They're like gravity boxes.
They're display boxes.
Yeah, but they're called
Light boxes.
Nope.
Shadow boxes.
Shadow boxes.
Yes, this is kind of like a shadow box, bruh.
I know.
Oh my god, I could use this as a shadow box. Dude, you're so smart. What would I do without you? Okay.
Onto your.
Next. Yay, we're clearing it up. This is watercolor paper that Miguel gave me. It's Canson watercolor paper. It is an entirely different texture than the Strathmore watercolor paper. I have to try it out and see how it works. Because obviously texture is going to affect your composition a lot, especially if you work trying to, this is my pillow, this is my owl pillow. Clearly I don't like owls. This is, there's another one there too. This is Arch's watercolor board. Mucho expensive. Tori gave me these, and I've yet to do anything because I work really small. So, but I should put something on these. Put something on these puppies. I've never worked on watercolor board before, so I imagine I'll be working on like illustration board when you painted for acrylics or oils, but for watercolor. So that'll be interesting. This is. I highly recommend everybody get one of these. I got these from school. It's like a standard mat. It's got your measurements on it, and if you need to make cuts, if you need to paint, especially with the X-Acto knife, it just keeps the surface of your desk clean. And I've been using it because my desk is really dirty and I need a new one. So the bottom of whatever I'm working on doesn't get messy, because I've noticed that's been happening. But these can't be all that expensive. This came with like my portfolio stuff for school, so I have no idea how much it is.
You didn't present these, you just put them in.
But I already said that I had them, right? Right? I said that. I just have a bigger pack of them. Oh, because they're down there. That's why. Haha. Okay, fine. Fine. I get Stellar fine liners. Baby size. I really like these size. And yeah, I did a whole video on these, so we don't need to spend any time on those. Metallic watercolors. Went over these in my other supplies video. We know I have these. Excuse your precious little butt. Okay, these are my watercolor. These are my watercolor palettes. I have two.
I have 4.
What?
I have 4.
I have 2. That's a top. 1, 2.
Of their covers.
And then I have ink, Liquitex ink. When I was testing out like different ways to line my pieces, I was like, well, can I just line it with the watercolor? Can I line it with pen? Can I line it with ink? And then just use one solid color. And the Liquitex inks are actually awesome. The gold is a little bit transparent, but other than that, they're pretty good. This is the standard Higgins ink that everybody uses with washing. I was using it for like Inktober. They're good. They're very good for washes, and I want to do more with them. I want to do like ink washes, monochromatic pieces. We have my standard Canson sketchbook that I have, and then a baby watercolor moleskin. This is like the same paper as the big one that I got that I'll show you in a second, but for whatever reason the big one didn't like my watercolor, and I don't understand that at all. I have some Sculpey clay. My friend gave me this. This is just standard white Sculpey clay. I don't have this much anymore because I've been using it for years and years and years and years. But she gave this to me in like high school because she didn't want it, and this is like
super Sculpey.
This is money. This is like Sculpey's so expensive. So if you can, and this is firm Sculpey. So it's kind of like, this was on sale. It says $5. I mean, come on, it's really hard. But if you get like the liquid stuff to make it softer, you're all good. Sculpey is one of the best clays to work with if you enjoy working with clay, and I highly recommend it. Uh-oh, what did I just knock over? Oh, color wheel. When we were learning about the colors in school, you know, I really suggest, even if you know what you're doing with colors, it's always good to have one of these, just so you can refer to it. Like, it has a little diagram to tell you, it's like, oh, complementary colors, or if you move it, it'll tell you, oh, by adding this, you'll get this, and this, and this, and this. So those are always good to have. I have a little bit of, this is a eraser for, like, pulling, no, this isn't for pulling graphite, this is for pulling that adhesive off of the board. So the spray adhesive, when you're sticking your pieces onto a black mat board, if you get any stray stuff, this pulls the sticky goop right off. Nice. And then this is a couple of tubes of fabric paint that I got at Michael's when I was doing that. I have some Sobo glue. It's just standard craft glue. Works really well, especially a couple of things have like fallen apart on me, and I've used this and I've just had it at the ready, and I've used that. This is Turpenoid. So this is, what are you giggling about back there?
It's just large.
It is like large, but this goes with your oil paints. So this is like to clean your brushes, and whatnot. This is really strong stuff, and this is odorless Turpenoid, but it's a turpentine substitute because turpentine is obviously it's chemical. It'll kill you. Like oil painters, just that have been inhaling turpentine for a long time, they end up bucking the kick it. So that and you don't have to use that. You can use linseed oil, and I'm pretty sure linseed oil isn't gonna hurt you at all. This is just a big bag of stoof. I have the things that I can never pronounce or remember. Q-tips. Okay, got it that time. I have a bunch of giant acrylic tubes, Utrecht. These were probably on sale, and I was like, why not? Because acrylic is acrylic. So I have those. You're gonna be like, girl, you got all this acrylic stuff. Come over here. Why are you hiding behind me?
I'm sorry.
I have all this acrylic and I don't paint with it. Yeah, here's the linseed oil that you can use for oil painting as well. And then I think there's just a bunch of acrylics in here. Primer. Don't leave this in the back of your car. Just don't. It was closed. I hadn't even opened it up yet, okay? It was completely sealed.
Okay.
In the bag, shut up. And it leaked and got on my car seat. Not fun.
Permanent.
Permanent. Not the car that I have now though, but the old car.
Dang.
Hadn't even opened it up yet. Just be careful, kids. Moving on, I have a giant standard sketchbook. This is, I don't know where my dad got me this, but he got me this for like Hanukkah, so it's just a big Hanukkah. And this is just, oh, look at these sketches! Oh, look at this, is so old, and some of it's so bad. But, yeah, just for when I was sketching big, and I told you guys already, I like, ooh, some of this is not so bad. I like sketching small, so it's a map. Oh, it's my designs. Oh, it's my commission. Oh, it's all this stuff. Oh my gosh, all these sketches. Oh, it's a unicorn. Yeah, so just old stuff. These are like
that was good.
Yeah, these are commission doodles for like tattoo.
Squid.
She wanted Nautilus, and so these are just like my sketches figuring out what she wanted. Ooh, Winter Soldier and the Hatter. Ooh, look at that opposite. You see how I did this? Oh, did the old foldy fold. Oh, yeah.
The old fold.
Did the old foldy fold. And then yeah, so that's just a big standard sketchbook. I think, you know, if you're just having it for like doodles. Okay, this is a giant Mac Daddy moleskin for watercolors. Couldn't find this in stores, looked all over. My really good friend Miguel found these, and he was like, do you want it? And I was like, yes! And I was so excited, and it's like $40 freaking, and I've been looking for it forever, and it's poop. It doesn't like, if I work wet into dry, so it just sucked up. I don't like it. It just sucks up my stuff, and it wasn't cool. Like, it was really hard to get a wash in and make it look good. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep working with it, and if not, then I'll just use it as a really big sketchbook, or maybe for inking. Maybe I'll take this and use it for the inking stuff.
Poor Miguel.
Well, it's not poor Miguel. I mean, he was already there. But he like drove all the way back here to surprise me, and he's like, here you go, got it. Like, he drove all the way back here. He's like 45 minutes away to give it to me because he knows how much I've been.
How much I love it.
I have, you know, just some pliers and a screwdriver, standard stuff for like hanging frames and whatnot.
That's a screwdriver?
Yeah, it's like, it has different heads that you can pop into it. It's from IKEA, of course.
Yeah.
And then I have a giant thing of Bristol because it was on sale. And
$29.
No, it was not $29. It was in the, it says $29, but this was in the clearance thing.
Oh, it was $20.
What?
Now $7.50.
$7.50 was $30 for Bristol, same Bristol. So I just, when I run out of Bristol, I just cut it up, but that's work. So I keep buying baby Bristols, and I need to stop. Okay, moving on.
You're just now realizing you have these things. Like, what?
I have lots of these things. And then, so like, here's just a piece of Bristol, this drawing that I used to think was really good, and I don't like it anymore, of course. So, more Bristol boards, just Bristol. I think this is watercolor. Yeah, this is hot press watercolor. That Arches stuff, that's really expensive, but it's more or less the same as Vellum Bristol. Like, hot press Arches watercolor is like the same thing as Bristol. So don't, I mean, you can if you want to spend the money, but in my opinion, it's the same thing. Then I have this canvas pad, which is basically, if you want, it's like a oil paint sketchbook. So if you want to have like that canvas background, but you don't want to buy the canvas, it's like a pad of that. And I think I got this when I was in school and I wanted to practice doing oil paints, but you can see how much practice I did. As per, this is still sealed because oil paints made me cry. Lots of tears. Lots of tears shed over oil painting. Yeah. Let's see. I have this baby itty bitty watercolors. Oh, these are fun because then I can. What's this? Oh, it's a cute little rocket raccoon with his gun.
Do you remember that?
I think I was gonna make him for my friend. Whatever. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna finish him. Maybe. Anyway, so I can make cute like little. I got these because even though you can cut it, like who wants to sit and cut it? But the reason why I have all my watercolor stuff on like blocks is because as you make the piece and it dries and it warps, it's a block, so it keeps your thing flat for you, and then you pull it up. But I highly recommend if you don't buy your stuff in the sheets to buy it on the blocks, so that way as you work it stays flat for you, and then they have this little section where there's no glue and then you peel it up. But I have one in that size, I have one in this size, I've got just a pad, I've got another block, I've got more Strathmore, and then I have Bristol, and then I have another pad, and another pad. Oh, there's my thing. Let's keep that safe.
Is that a print?
And I think that's it. No, that's not a print, that's an original.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, it's an original that Tori made me. But I think that's it.
Alright then.
That is all of my supplies. Not counting my office supplies. I don't think office supplies were not, no, there's no need. I do have more frames, but that would be like an all day ordeal. And I don't want to go through all that stuff. Yeah. That's it. That's it. I think that's it. So yeah, thank you for requesting this video. I hope you guys really liked it, and if you hoard art supplies too, maybe this will make you feel better. Let me know so I can feel better. But it's cool seeing all my stuff out, so, and I can get creative juices flowing and seeing like, hey, new stuff for me to try out and do. Nathan, thank you so much for helping me out.
Oh yeah.
This is my baby brother Nate, my sweet. Mwah. Yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Let me know what you thought in the comment section down below, and other videos that you would like to see. Bye-bye. Phoebe, say bye. Phoebe's like, no. She just wanted to come up here and use his bed. Phoebe, come here. Phoebe. Say bye-bye.